tune in. It's your boy Loaf Lyfe Manny. I'm here at school. You feel what I'm saying? Learning something. Something good for the mind, something good for the soul, something good to teach your kids, some educational stuff. I'm at the education center. I was just corrected. Education center. Getting educated. You feel me? So, and I'm eating some good food too, man. They gave us some good lunch. You heard?
Educated on how to educate others.
Absolutely. It's recovery. Everybody's in need of recovery in some form or fashion.
Peer specialist man.
Like Pimp, OG Pimp, you in need of recovery. I already know you in need of recovery. You feel me? All of us that been incarcerated, we in need of recovery. You feel me? Everybody that's been mentally, physically, spiritually, socially degraded, dehumanized, rejected, you know, and I'm a recovery coach. That's what I'm coming to school for, at the education center for, you know, to be a recovery coach. So I'm here to fix y'all problems. I'm here to heal y'all. Tap in. You know what I mean? Call me Dr. Phil. Tap in and get your education. Get your subscription, prescription. But today's topic, right, is about. I'm gonna give y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a few things to think about. I'm gonna give y'all something to think about, and this is it. Man, God, man, woman, God, the equivalence and hell. Yo, some of y'all about to get up out of my life. You start talking this gay stuff, this disrespectful stuff, you getting fuck up out of my life. Letting you know that now. Nothing gay about me. I don't play them games. I'm not entertaining the ignorance. I'm here to put forth a message, you heard? And that message is this, right? In a form of recovery, we all must identify our human trait of imperfection. We all must look at life in a different form. And that form must be from the perspective of us identifying what was going on in our life and that we need help. You feel me? So if you was incarcerated, you can't lie to yourself and say, oh, I'm regular. I'm gonna go back into society and I'm gonna adapt right away. You gotta identify with the fact that you lost out in society, that you've been taken away, that you are held back. It doesn't mean that you give up. It doesn't mean that you have pity on yourself. It means that you boss up, you focus up, you go for therapy, you go to the programs that's required to help you, you know, rehabilitate yourself, right? The same thing with being an addict. If you are an addict and you out here and you use drugs, what you gotta do? You gotta identify with the fact that you are a drug user.
I guess not.
If you've been hurt, if you've been affected physically growing up, abused physically, right? You gotta identify with that. You have something internal wrong with you where now a violent streak is within you and you need to seek help. If you're a professional drug dealer, well, guess what? We're going to get into that part. We're going to get into this part because I just got lashed in class. Let me tell you why I got lashed. I got lashed because I made a comment that seemed a little bit descending and degrading to drug users, but not to drug dealers. But then what I've learned and what I've come to understand is that there is a stigma on a drug dealer also. Drug dealers could be looked at the same way we looked at drug users as dope fiends, heads, custies, and all them negative things. Well, guess what? If you a drug dealer, a gangbanger, or anything like that, you a sucker. You a loser. You a weak link. If you've been to prison, you're a jailbird. To some, you're a clown. To some, you're not a man. Because what does it take to be a man? Question. What does it take to be a successor? What does it take to be a father? First, it takes your physical appearance, you being there. So all the negative things that we view others that need help and recovery, what is it? Let's not forget that life revolves around what? A chain of events unfolding with time. So while we going through these trials in our life, as being an imperfect human being, we gonna stumble upon pitfalls. We gonna stumble upon obstacles. We gonna have trials. Understand that we are not determined by what we have done, but by what we are doing. That's my whole take on life. Confidence in your ability to lead comes from education, having knowledge, having care. So to understand somebody else's plight, to understand somebody else's struggle, to understand somebody's need to recover and need for help, us as a people have to pull together and be as one. We got to build that gap, build that bridge, close the gap. We losing ourselves out here. We losing ourselves. Like when I come on here and I see these comments, when I talk negative and I talk greasy, I get thousands of views. Because people like violence, people like negativity, people like stupidity. It's entertaining. When I come up here and I talk positive, productive, I get 300, 400 views. Right? Do I stop there? Do I say I'm going to go to the lesser of evil and I'm going to go back to spitting ignorance? Or do I say, you know what, keep striving, man, don't worry about it? That's a choice. Discrepancies. You understand what I'm saying? You can learn a lot. Yeah. But tap in. It's your boy Loaf Lyfe, Manny. I'm here. If you care to join the live, you can. I have no problem. I'll pull you up. We can talk. Word. And we can figure it out. Yeah, all the rainbow people that's on here that's saying negative comments in the comment section. No, I'm not into that. I don't deal with that. And keep your comments to yourself, please. All right. Now, part 2 of this whole story is this. Gangsters, are they needed in the community? Do they have value? And what is a gangster? Let's get into that. Gangsters, are they needed in the community? Do they have value? And what is the meaning of one? Me personally, the term gangster, in my definition, is one who is a part of a gang, but one who is organized and structured. You understand what I'm saying? Not just being a part of a gang or committing gang activities, but to have the mentality of a real gangster is to have an organized, disciplined, and militant mind state, right? Everybody get the term gangster a little, cause you got your dictionary term and you got what a gangster really is and entitles. You feel me? You can be a gangbanger all day. That's somebody that's putting in work for a gang, right? But it don't make you a gangster. A gangbanger and a gangster, I believe, is two different things, right? So when you think of the gangsters that I think of that's gangsters, I think of men that have businesses, men that have organizations that came from the underworld, and these individuals had a plan to better their environment, better their people, better their conditions. I don't believe that a gangster ever wanted to just deal in destruction. That's not my belief system. I don't believe that a gangster wants to just thrive in negativity and ignorance. I think the mindset of a gangster was developed for them to stand above and over the lessers, thugs, cliques, posses, crews, you feel me? Those type of people, lesser, who was dealing with criminal activity on a reckless path. I think a gangster is not one of those. You feel me? I just believe that the lifestyle that, hold on. I believe that a gangster is an individual who have came up hard, who came up in the underworld, but wanted more in life. So he figured out a method to utilize in the underworld, in the streets, and being part of the have-nots. He didn't play. He was serious and determined and disciplined and militant and knowledgeable. I don't believe there's a dumb gangster. I believe there's a lot of dumb gangbangers. That's the difference to me, right? Now, are they needed in a community? If you ask me, I would say yes. I say everything is interdependent of each other in this world. I believe that God created everybody for a specific reason, right? And I believe that real gangsters is needed in the community to keep order in the underworld. I believe if there was a bond and a connection and gangsters could get paid for their job of protecting and building and organizing, and if they could get the professional education that they need, that they will be better leaders in the world. Understanding politics is what separates a gangster from a politician. And some politicians are gangsters. And that's a fact. Look at all the deaths that happen in America. Let's play devil's advocate. All the conspiracy theories, the people that had hits put on them, those came from political hits. Those were the realest gangsters of all gangsters, the politicians, the government, right? So we look at a gangster from a lower level, which could be from deriving from a gang and society and little communities, and because they are black gangsters, organized men with minds, the spotlight is put on them. That's why they are taken from the communities. That's why they put in these boxes, in them jails, in the ADXs, and the other places, because of the mental that man possesses. The man that's a gangster possesses a mental that's an endangerment to society's government. Especially if your mentality is to uplift the black culture, right? So gangsters are needed in society if they're not committing criminal activity. There's a position that they could play, and the government need to figure that out. Instead of giving these brothers, cause see a lot of brothers who served all them years in time, they made mistakes, poor decisions, but they wasn't all the way bad people. Now, committing to unalive somebody, or committing an act of violence could be, something that warrants you to be incarcerated. If you take a life, others say eye for eye, so you deserve life. I plead the fifth in that aspect, because I believe that mistakes happen in life, poor decisions happen in life, but healing also happen. Repenting is also part of life. Seeking forgiveness is also part of life. And when a man has spent time inside that cell a number of years to rehabilitate himself, I don't believe it take a lifetime to be forgiven. I've been witness families who forgave killers of their family. I done seen families help killers who have rehabilitated themselves, who show remorse, and the judges still shoot them down, still don't allow them to get their freedom because of the laws and the rules that was man-made. But it may not have been just because it was man-made, it may also been because of the complexion, right? Yeah, well, it does have the brother said the word gangster have over 100 definitions. Well, I'm only me. I can tell you my definition. You can watch me and listen. You can relate. You can say your piece. You got that right. I'm just telling you how I feel, right? Word. And yes, it's always over skin color. We know this to be facts. You know what I mean? But we do also know that we wasn't born gangsters. We was created into that. That's something we wasn't born into. You feel me? Because the DNA of a man, the DNA of a human, right, doesn't say gangster. These are characteristics, these are personality traits, these are attributes that is created through circumstance, through tests, through environments. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying this here. I'm saying don't be defined by your past. Don't be defined by what you like. Don't be defined by another person's definition of who you are. You feel me? Because we are all kings and queens first. And at any point in time that you have to switch that, you feel me? You should know how to do it. You should be flexible and as fluidless as water. You understand what I'm saying? Like a chameleon. So if I step in the streets, I know how to put that hat on. If I step in the office, I know how to put that hat on. If I step in my household, I know how to put that hat on. You understand what I'm saying? Being flexible. You understand? We cannot allow ourselves to be tricked out of who we are. Right? And a lot of people say I'm a hypocrite. A lot of people say Nas is a hypocrite. Right? What do me and Nas got in common? We're both Virgos. Right? So with a Virgo, you're gonna get always the real, you're always gonna get knowledge, you're always gonna get the devil's advocate, and you're gonna get a godlike spirit. You dig what I'm saying? So my knowledge is here to help you. I'm a soldier of God, so I'm set out here to do the work. And that work is to put out information, valuable information for you to think about, for you to ponder, and for you to come up with your own conclusion. You heard? So, astrology is not for hoes. Astrology is for wise men. Astrology was created by the Kemetic people, the Egyptian people, the black people. This is how we traveled and realized life and got, how everything correlated through the stars, through the galaxies. How we related to life force. Everything that's in the universe is within yourself, brother. That's what you got to learn. You hear me? So the elements of life, water, fire, spirit, salt, these things, earth, air, these are the things that reside within your body. So the galaxy, astrology is very important. Now, everybody that give readings is not to be trusted. But there is a connection. Definitely. I got a sixth sense. Word. But you would say, oh, you're full of shit. Oh, you're a hypocrite. Oh, you was a gangbanger. Oh, you're a liar. Oh, no, I'm highly blessed and highly favored. And after doing 23 years in prison, I could still live and tell a story and have, yeah, this is a real mink, y'all. I wear this jacket. I love this jacket. But I'm actually about to leave. I just came on break from school. I'm in school right now. But I'm about to leave. I'm about to go out. I just wanted to tap in because I ain't give no content these last 2 days. You heard? So that's the reason why I got the jacket on inside right now, because I'm really about to spin off. Yeah, man. I'm just tired. I'm tired of all of the, they put so much stigma on us. Bad stigma is bad. Oh, he's a gangster. He's a jailbird. He's a this. He's a that. I'm a human. We humans first, right? Are we a person or are we self? Which one? I don't know. Fuck. I'm asking y'all. Y'all make it help me out. Teach me some things. Oh, very stand up. See, I don't know how to be nothing else but firm. All the years in prison, I was around nothing but men in there. I came in as a kid. I was taught from the first day I entered the Max A penitentiary, when a person asked me my age and I said I was 21, I'm young, I'm 21. That's what I said. And this nigga was an OG who had like 25 years in. And he looked at me and said, you saying that like you supposed to have a trophy or something attached to your name. Nigga, you a grown ass man. You in the Max A penitentiary. Act accordingly. Niggas don't care about your age here.
It's just that, the disappointment from
You understand what I'm saying? So, when those words were spoken to me and I seen the eyes tell it all. I knew right there that it wasn't no playing no games in there. It wasn't no mistakes. It ain't no kids. It ain't no, oh, you know what I mean? We gonna forgive him if he did something wrong. Nah. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not about the time that I did. Y'all missing the concept and the knowledge. It's about me kicking what's real and what we going through out here. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody caring about your age. You cared about your conduct and character, your action, and you got a purpose in this life to be more than just partner. You going that hard over chicks that I ain't fuck with. You hope I die, you hope this, that, and the third, but I never fucked nobody and never talked to these women.